You're looking all royal in the
I
royal
am a
blue.
royal. I am a royal. Good morning. I like the quote.
Yeah.
Isn't Betsy Johnson the designer?
Betsy Johnson, yes.
You know, when she opens or closes her fashion show, in certain cases she somersaults and she dances and all that. So she's so full of life. So no wonder that's
no, because
if it's the designer.
Yes, and you see, the thing is, for me, it's this whole mindset of maintaining positivity all the time.
All the time.
Because, look, it's like what Jesus said. Who can add an inch to his life by worrying? You can't.
You can't.
Nothing
Even
will change
because
you worry.
I always say that you are worried and there are people in the hospital, people wherever, just praying for just an hour to get through something, praying for a second. People are fasting for the things you have. And you also fast for the things you have now. And then you forget that at a point you fasted for them because you think now, you know, you're on top of the world. But we should be grateful in life in all times. Just be grateful.
Absolutely.
That positivity pushes you through, you know, the next level.
Fantastic. Well, let's go through the dailies.
Okay, so I will start with a daily graphic, Wednesday, October 12, 2022. And this hits me big time. Nation loses 7% GDP to psychological distress. Whoa. Nation loses 7% of GDP to psychological distress. I'll tell you what that is about in a bit. And then the MPA finds 9 oil companies for illegal acts. 9 oil companies for illegal. And then 8 witnesses to face Aisha Wang in court. So let me just give you an idea of this.
Yes, please.
Ghana losing 7% of GDP to psychological distress. You can find that on page 20 of the daily graphic and just snippets of it. It says psychological distress and mental health condition cost the country about 7%, which is 8.6 billion cedis of its gross domestic product. A clinical psychologist, Professor Angela Foriata, has disclosed. Now, she's attributed the loss of national revenue to the many hours and days of unproductiveness because workers were in psychological distress. Now, she says, when you calculate the number of days people say they went to work but were unable to do anything, 1 hour at work lost, half a day lost, when we calculate all this lost productive time, the country is losing at least 7% due to psychological distress of its GDP. Wow. So you can get more details of that. It's serious. Oh.
No, it is.
Billions of cities, because Charlie, the mind...
And here we have a society that doesn't seem to appreciate mental health, you know. Not that they don't, not that we don't seem to appreciate. We don't understand.
No, we don't understand it. You know, years ago, even the United States, when black men face mental health challenges, people say, "Oh, come on, that's a white thing. Stop it." So it's something that I think our culture, our traditions, you know, don't really have that in our space about this mental health thing. But we need to have a broad discussion on it.
So I've asked a lot of questions about, you know, the challenges with some of the numbers we see. They say that men don't go to hospital early, you know, and men die early primarily because they typically don't like to seek help, you know. And then I was asking why, and I said, one of
stigmatization.
Exactly, it's the issue of stigma and the issue of weakness, the issue of you're a man, so be strong.
Stop
I mean,
crying.
what are you doing? What are you talking about? You know, and
is that what people say?
And I don't say it.
So when your mother dies or your wife dies, or you can't even cry. You can't mourn the person. You can't bring it out.
It's terrible.
And then it translates into a lot of decisions you take. Let me also give you some snippets from the Aisha Wang case where they were in court yesterday. The Attorney General himself, Godfred Yeboah-Dame, is seeking an expeditious trial of the alleged illegal mining Queen Ping, Aisha Wang, aka, no, actually N1, aka Aisha Wang. Now, the Accra High Court yesterday, the Attorney General indicated the readiness of the state to start full-scale prosecution of the Chinese and informed the court that he had lined up 8 witnesses to make the prosecution's case. So that's in the Daily Graphic. You can get one and then get details of it.
All right, I have the Ghanaian Times here, and on the front page of the Ghanaian Times we have President urges Africa's military to combine efforts to deal with continent's insecurity. We also have court refuses Aisha Wang bail again, and GHCCI demands 10 billion Ghana cedi debt arrears owed by government for work done by members. MPA slaps 9 OMCs with 2.2 million Ghana cedi fine over third-party trading and lawful lifting of petroleum products, and 80 more foreign nationals in police grips at Kenyase Duase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take you
issues deal.
Charlie, problem deal. You know, I'll take you to this story that it was so funny but serious. This is the BNFT. Palace China Mall swerve GRA in EVAT compliance room. Swerve EVAT compliance room. When the authority got a challenge, the people shut down.
The people have already shut their own stores down.
But it's a serious thing. Does it mean, I mean, they knew that the people were coming, or there's an insider
but whichever way it is, they knew. They got to find out because somebody has tipped them off.
And that's what I'm saying. That's pretty serious.
It's very
that people within
dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. People. So we have, so the typical Ghanaian is profiteering.
Yes.
You know, it's like self-advantage. Anything that I will get an advantage on. So maybe it's like, you know what? If you put me on a retainer, I'm just painting a picture. Put me on a retainer at your shop. So I'm one of your employees. I don't work there. I'm sitting at my GRA office and I'm working at GRA. But once I am your employee, I will give you premium filler. Yeah. So anytime there's any issue, be a premium filler you will get.
So because it can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, at all.
It can't be a coincidence. At several shops, everybody, and they were inside the shop. They were there.
Yes.
So just do the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we say that,
they said e-compliance, which means you're already doing the VAT payments anyway, but we are transitioning the system.
We have moved. Who is doing manual, whatever now? Who is doing it? Do the electronic one. Do the right thing.
When people want to do crooked things, then they want to keep things on paper. And
that's what I'm saying. Who is doing manual things, ledger things now? Go do the electronic one and let's see what you get.
Daily Guy quickly says here, 8 witnesses for Aisha Wang trial. Minister chases multimedia over Galamsey's story. Jury ready for Kaswa teen killers. And then Tema Mancha goes home. The story there. GRA locks up China Mall and others.
Okay. Let me take you to the Citi newsroom.
Yes.
SHSs have received adequate supply. This is the Education Ministry refuting food shortage reports. You know, there were some videos in St. Paul's High School, I think in the Volta region or so, where they went to the dining hall, a group of guys. So I think they went to do a donation of a sort, and you could see the one of the dining tables, the rice being shared with no fish or nothing. If you see the soup, like the polluted river thing, and you know, so that those videos have been trending for a while, raising questions over whether we are facing a shortage again. But they have refuted that. Okay, still on the Citi newsroom, we have FDA warns public against 2 brands of contaminated sausage. The Indomie you've been eating, be careful. And then Nana B, who is the organizer of the New Patriotic Party, he is taking on the GRA over tax collection approach in the Ashanti region. That's an interesting one there. And then, of course, we have the closure of Palace Mall.
Should a public official be having such a stance?
No, he's not a public official. He's a party official. He's a party official. Okay. I think with this tax matter and the collection and the compliance, I think if you are supposed to pay certain taxes or you are not complying, the law must take its course.
The law must take its course.
The law must take its course. And then, of course, the issues the Ashanti region traders are raising over exorbitant tax issues is something we need to sit down and look at it and say, well, we need to do this or we need to increase, decrease or whatever. But till that is done, the compliance must be done. Till we review the tax laws to affect ABC.
I think it's important for us to finally deal with this matter, you know, comprehensively, because for too long we've lost a lot of revenue.
Yes.
Because many companies,
too many loopholes.
Many companies have not been paying.
Too many loopholes.
And the funny thing is that the further away they are from the capital, the less likely they are.
They don't know what they don't pay any tax. Actually, nobody likes to pay tax.
No.
Would you want your profits to be taxed?
No.
No. Yeah. But we need to pay the taxes and then use them for, you know, development and all that. And then when the tax is collected, government officials must ensure that they use it well. Because when people see the taxes going into good use, they are okay with it. I think a lot of people are like, I'm paying taxes, I'm not seeing it. This morning I was driving on my road, the Lekma road, the other side. The portals saying, I was so upset that I'm paying taxes and look at this.
See anything.
So it's annoying.
Well, CitiNewsroom.com is the place to go to get all your latest authentic news updates. And CitiBusinessNews.com is the place to go for your business news updates. And a couple of quick headlines from Citi Business News. E-levy still failing. Government must scrap policy. Dr. Ampar Beng is speaking. Alex has brought himself again. Ghana wins ICAO council seat. That's a good one there. And fintech players laud BOG's caution to Momo loan defaulters. All right, so thank you very much, Vivian.
Thank you,
Have
Kweku.
yourself a fantastic day.
You too.
Sports Review is next. Don't move an inch.